431 นะครับ
For 2 days, members of the House of Representatives and the Senate engaged in a heated debate on the pros and cons of the 6 motions. The motions basically seek to curtail the powers of the Senate, which is seen as a legacy of the military dictatorship. Opposition MPs supporting the motions were unison in trying to portray the current constitution as the source of the ongoing political conflicts. They were generally in favor of dismantling the charter, but would not touch the sections that deal with nationhood and the monarchy. However, Cao Klai or Move Forward Party chose to break ranks and demanded a comprehensive amendment of the constitution with no exception. Its leader, Pitha Limjaroenrat, was very specific of what his party wants. He insisted even Sections 1 and 2 of the Constitution related to nationhood and the monarchy should be spared, described the amending as people's dream, apparently echoing the so-called 10-point manifesto announced by the protesters. But it was Rangsiman Rome, an MP of Cao Klai Party, who went a step further with an explicit censure of one of the country's most revered institutions. Rangsiman was interrupted several times, citing violation of a House rule that prohibits the discussion on the monarchy in the chamber. The 2 days of debate entered largely on 2 of the 6 motions, which basically calls for changes to the article that gives the Senate a major say on constitutional amendment. The article specifies that any amendment to the Constitution requires support of at least 1/3 of the Senate. In the third and final reading, a simple majority of both the House of Representatives and the Senate is needed for a constitutional amendment to be passed. Amending the article would pave the way for the setting up of a so-called People's Constitution Drafting Assembly, which both motions favor. The idea is to have a body representing people from various walks of life to write a new constitution. While opposition MPs unanimously support the changes, some government MPs and senators voiced strong objection to them. Government's chief whip, Wirat Ratanaset of Palang Pracharat Party, suggested that the legislators be given more time to study, arguing that there were still divergent views among the lawmakers which needed to be hammered out. Then, Phaiboon Nitithawon of Palang Pracharat proposed delaying the vote and suggested the setting up of a joint committee to scrutinize the motions. His proposal drew strong reaction from opposition MPs who saw it as a delaying tactic. House Speaker Chorn Leekpai then asked for a vote on Phaiboon's proposal. It was approved with a vote of 432 to 255 with 28 abstentions. The committee was given a month to come up with a report on their study to be taken up by Parliament when it returns for the next session in early November. The move to delay voting on the motions came as a twist. The decision by Parliament to postpone the vote, however, might not have come as a total surprise for the opposition MPs and the protesters. They had foreseen the possibility of a scenario in which government MPs and senators would resort to a delaying tactic. What happened only confirmed their fear.